Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is December 4th, aka Vlogmas Day 4. And with that being said, instead of giving you guys a long dramatic vlog about nothing, I decided, how about I give you guys a little quick to the point vlog of me recommending my top 10 favorite Christmas movies for you to watch if you guys want to. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. So I have a total of 10 movies. A lot of them, as you guys know, I love a good vintage movie. Like, I love all movies from like those heydays where it was like in black and white and stuff like that, because they had so much more of a rich quality to them, a personal opinion. But with that being said, I like some of the modern day Christmas classics too. I'm going to start from the bottom top. So we're going to go from 10 to 1, okay? So, to start it off, A Christmas Carol. First of all, A Christmas Carol with Ebenezer Scrooge. It's a universal tale that we all know. It's so good. And especially the 1938 classic with Alistair Sims. Everything is so, like, you can see the sets. It's not like today where a lot of the set designs are CGI. They're not even real. Those sets were so like grand, and just like the structure of them and the quality, it was so rich. When an actor back in those days, like in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and you know, up until when CGI and stuff like that took over, they were really placed in the world that the movie took place in. And that's what I love about like a lot of nostalgic vintage movies. If you guys have not seen A Christmas Carol 1938, go check it out. You can find it online, and you can find it on YouTube actually, because I watched it the other night. Second one up, I would say, to A Christmas Carol, the 1938 classic, would be A Muppets Christmas Carol. And I know you bitches are probably like, bitch, how do you compare the two? The Muppets are a classic. Like, when that came out back in 1992, I think I wasn't born yet. Bitch, I'm talking about, I think I was. But yeah, if you guys don't want to watch something that's black and white and it's like too old for you, A Muppets Christmas Carol is a classic. My favorite song from A Muppets Christmas Carol is Marley and Marley. We're Marley and Marley. Yeah, that's how it went. Yeah. So check that out if you like it. That's number 10. So number 9 is a Christmas classic that my mom got me into, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. That is such like a modern day, a modern 90s kids, early 2000s kids Christmas classic. Like, it doesn't get no better than a guy trying to take care of his kid. You know, he's divorced from his wife, so it's just him. He's a single father, and his son hears Santa Claus on a roof. The guy goes out there to check it out just to humor his son. He knocks Santa off the roof. Next thing you know, he has to take over the job. So, you know, it's just, and chaos ensues from there. It's just hella good. Number 8 is The Last Holiday. When I tell you guys, all throughout elementary school and middle school, and even to this day, Queen Latifah has always been one of my most favorite actresses. She's like strong, confident, unapologetic, and that's what I like. That's what but her in Last Holiday was so good. Like, it's one of those movies that it makes you happy, it makes you sad at the same time, and it makes you realize life is short. So it's pretty much, you know, she thinks she's gonna die, so she lives life up. And I won't ruin the rest of it for you, but let's just say she really lives life up like there's no tomorrow. And for her, there's not gonna be. Well, it might not gonna be. If you've seen the movie, good. If not, check it out. It's called Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. Number 7 is Bells of St. Mary. Now, this is another one of those classics that I think came out in the 40s. You know, it's a classic. Is it that high on my list to watch? No. However, I watched it with my grandma, so it kind of like has a significance to me, especially since she's not here anymore. But it's called The Bells of St. Mary. Hey, are we on number 6? Yeah, what'd you say we're on number 6? Number 6. I'm gonna have to give that to Arthur's Perfect Christmas. And yes, I mean Arthur as in PBS Kids. Hey, what a wonderful time of day. That Arthur. Oh, and let them, you want to do your thing and have your kids just sit off and watch something? Turn on Arthur's Perfect Christmas. It's about an hour long. It's super good. It came out, I think, back in 2002. I watched it every year since it premiered. I watched it when it premiered back on PBS Kids. And that's when PBS Kids was channel 11. And it wasn't HSN is channel 11 now. or one of those the news networks. But channel 11 and 10 back when I was younger used to be the two cartoon channels when kids didn't have cable. But it's on YouTube for free. Go watch it. I have, everything that I mention, if it's on YouTube, and a lot of these Christmas classics are because they're so old, I'll link them down below. If I'm not lazy. However, if I am lazy, make a comment what you want to see, and if it's on YouTube, I'll comment back to you with the link. If not, I'll just tell you go find it on the internet. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. The next one. Okay, number 5. So we're into the top 5 people. Okay, number 5 is Home Alone 1 and 2. As you all know, Home Alone comes on so much. It's pretty much hard not to know what Home Alone is about. It's about this family, who has a mysterious amount of money. They accidentally leave one of their youngest kids at home alone, and he has to fight off these 2 burglars who end up trying to kill him. It's like a fairy tale. Yeah, with Macaulay Culkin, such a good actor. Also, just to piggyback off of the number 5 slide with Home Alone 1 and 2, another movie with Macaulay Culkin that's a classic that you can find on YouTube is The Nutcracker. It came out in the 90s, and it's a play version of The Nutcracker, but of course they filmed it for us to watch. And it's with Macaulay Culkin. He plays Drosselmeyer's nephew, and so good in it. Like, just type in The Nutcracker with Macaulay Culkin and you'll see it. It's a stage play Broadway type performance, and it's the whole full thing. It's excellent. I highly recommend that one. Number 4 is a Garfield Christmas special. Now, if you guys are fans of Garfield, from the newspaper comic, he had a TV show called Garfield and Friends. I grew up on it. Well, I grew up on the reruns because I'm not that old. But I say that to say this. It's so good, John Arbuckle's grandma, because what happens is Garfield and his owner, John Arbuckle, and Odie, they all go to John's parents' house for the Christmas holiday, and you meet John's wacky family members, So, yeah, that's what that is. That's a good one. So, I'll put that as number 4. Number 3. Now, these 3 I'm mentioning right now are like the holy mecca of Christmas movies. And I'm just to let you guys know, I'm not putting It's a Wonderful Life on this list because It's a Wonderful Life is like an American classic. So, of course, that goes without even being said that everybody should watch It's a Wonderful Life. It's long as hell, but just watch it once in life, just so you can say you did it. It's like a staple that you have to do in America is watch It's a Wonderful Life, because it's just that iconic, So, my top 3 are, number 3, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's about the Griswolds, and they try to have they're trying to make family memories, and the Griswolds go on these adventures, and all of a sudden chaos ensues, and they end up in these zany predicaments. It's really iconic, and it's a good movie for the time it's based in, So, that's definitely a movie that you have to see. It's called National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm saying this like half you guys don't know. You aren't like, duh, bitch. Number 2 is A Christmas in Connecticut. Now, A Christmas in Connecticut is what originally made me fall in love with any state in New England, like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island. Wait, is Rhode Island in New York, or is that New Hampshire? Y'all know what New England is. Long story short, Christmas in Connecticut is about this young woman who's she writes for a magazine, and she has this big boss, and she writes for a column in a magazine about the ideal housewife type, and the stuff that she cooks for her family. But the plot twist is she doesn't have any of this stuff. She writes about it, but she doesn't live the life that she writes about, and all of her readers think she does. And she's this happy homemaker with a happy farm and a family, but really she's like a bachelorette who lives in New York in this seedy like apartment, So when her boss, the chief editor of the magazine, he's like, hey, I want to see the Christmases you talk about in my magazine every year, how you have the whole layout, the buffets, and the farmhouse in Connecticut, the beautiful. She now has to live up to what she writes about. It's just a really cute movie to watch. It's like a very cute Christmas date movie. So, yeah. Christmas in Connecticut, it's a classic. It came out in 1945. It's a must. Just period, point blank. And my top number 1 Christmas movie is The Bishop's Wife. Like, if you want a movie from the 40s that has beautiful cinematography, beautiful set design, beautiful costumes, great, superb, classical trained, you know, Shakespearean actors, magic in it, this is the movie. The Bishop's Wife is about pretty much a bishop and his wife who are like struggling. They're in a tough space in their marriage. They have a daughter that's around the holidays, and the bishop's trying to get a new church, and he's praying, you know, for a miracle or something to happen, but he doesn't see that him paying all his attention to the church is putting a strain on his marriage. So he prays to God one night, you know, as he cuts out of the middle of dinner, and he's like, you know, I need help with the funding for the new church that I want to build because the congregation deserves it. And next thing you know, an angel appears before him, and an angel is pretty much there to teach him life lessons of fix your priorities in life. And the angel is played by Cary Grant, who's iconic. You know, I've loved Cary Grant ever since he made my favorite Halloween movie of all time, Arsenic and Old Lace. Like, if you guys want to see a Halloween movie from the 40s, you know, back in the heyday, that has good hijinks, and it's about two homicidal aunties who like to kill men, Arsenic and Old Lace. But we're on Christmas now, so Brandon, stick with it, you know. But yeah, it is so good. If you guys don't take nothing from me rambling on and just talking way too much in this video, watch The Bishop's Wife, and if you do, let me know what you think about it. If you hated it, let me know. If you loved it, let me know. If you liked or never heard of any of these movies, just watch one of these movies and tell me what you guys think about it. I think all of these movies are excellent, but you know, that's my opinion, and opinions are not facts, as we all know. And thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys bright and early for Vlogmas Day 5 tomorrow. Oh, you guys, as an honorable mention, I forgot to mention one of my other top favorite Christmas movies, and that's Tiny Toons Christmas. It's like a spoof on It's a Wonderful Life. It's so good. You know, I grew up on the Tiny Toons. Now, that's a TV show from my childhood, and Tiny Toons, the Christmas special, is lit as the Tiny Toons Halloween special. Like, you don't get any better in cartoon Christmas quality. So, check that out too. Okay, you guys, bye. Thank you guys, bye.